create his own opportunity. You red hot. I'm really letting you go so you can get rich.
Let me tell you exactly what happened. They up in that fucking marketing meeting, and Puffy cussed some motherfucking top Jewish executives the fuck out. And cussed every motherfucking top executive out.
So L.A. Reid gave him $1 million to put out an album, and the album never came out. I knew that when L.A. Reid went to give him that $1 million, that was Puff giving him the money, but he had to give it through L.A. Reid. They never intended on giving him an album. If they would have gave him $1 million for an album, wouldn't we have heard an album?
Okay, so what you're saying is this is Puffy's way of paying Shine Off for taking the rap for him.
You're very smart.
They had it planned out. Kenny had the briefcase with all the stock certificates in it, and Diddy had the bat. Not like I'm gonna beat the shit out of you with the bat, but he had the bat like, man, we got to do this. This has to happen.
How do you blow up someone's car?
Well, they got so many different things that you can make now, cocktails and all type of other stuff. But yeah, I heard about that.
They sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse. Like penetration pictures, and I called the nigga. I said, "Yo, you fucking with this girl? Like you like her like that?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's my girl." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna send you something. You look at it, you call me back." I sent him the photos, the pictures, and everything. And the nigga called back and was like, "Yo, thanks, man. Yo, I really appreciate that. Yo, where you get these shits from?" They know, like, if something crazy is going on, if they send it to me, I'll make sure it get out there. Like, so they sent it to me. But, you know, I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
You need the ladies. You need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, you know, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but rock with me. But just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat? You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning? No. Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
How many minors are making accusations in total, and are the feds aware of the allegations of minors in the case?
I don't know what the feds are aware of, okay, but I do know it's 25 out of this 120.
And Diddy hands me a drink, and immediately I'm like, there's something fucking in this drink. I turn, and my manager's walking out, and I realize that I'm in the studio with Diddy and Kanye, and they're both off their shit. And there's 3 other men, and me, alone. And they start coming towards me, and they're like, don't you want to take your clothes off? Like, it's so hot in here. And I'm like, no, fine. And they're coming towards me more, and they're trying to, like, take my clothes off. I'm like, you guys, stop. Like, stop. And they're getting to the point where they have, like, ripped my shirt off. And I look to my left where his executive is. Like, we know him pretty well. Like, we've been around him a lot. And I look, and I'm like, hey. Like, I give that look where I'm just like, come on, like, step in. Like, this isn't cool. Like, you're a grown man. Like, you're, like, 50 years old. I know you have a family. Like, you know this isn't right. Like, do something. And this is the part that, for as long as I live, I will never fucking forget. As these 2 grown men were pawing at me, trying to take my clothes off, I look over to this man asking for help, and I literally mouth the word help. And we lock eyes. And he looks away.
The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health. I've had PTSD, depression, and anxiety.
They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true?
No. I don't. I've never said that.
Okay. They also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Busby, told you to came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money.
No.
It was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
It was great to be able to go to Club USA or the Supper Club, with Puffy in that time, or the Tunnel. But these are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be. Most kids will be excited about it. Most kids are trying to figure out, how to be around, hot girls, pretty girls. I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things and have experiences that I'm not quite ready for. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
Uptown Records started with 5 people: Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. You want to know what they all had in common, though? Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And I'll Be Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is all gone.
I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted.